What if I told you that the US government has secretly spent $21 trillion, and that no one in power can explain where it went? This isn't a theory. It's a documented fact, based on official federal financial statements. And the terrifying truth is this: the missing money may have funded the rise of a parallel government, a breakaway civilization, operating in total secrecy, outside the law, and beyond the reach of democracy.
No one's listening.
Between 1998 and 2015, over $21 trillion in undocumentable adjustments appeared in the financial books of the Department of Defense and Housing and Urban Development. That's not a rounding error. That's more than the entire GDP of the United States for a year. Just gone. Economist Dr. Mark Skidmore, alongside Catherine Austin Fitts, combed through publicly available government records to confirm it. And when they published their findings, the US government responded, not with transparency, but with cover-up. In 2018, amid the chaos of the Kavanaugh hearings, something almost no one noticed happened. A little-known accounting policy called FASAB 56 was quietly passed. It gave federal agencies the power to move spending off the books, in secret. It didn't just hide future spending. It retroactively legalized the disappearance of trillions of dollars. Congress never voted on it. There was no debate. The American people were never told. It was the final stage of the financial coup. Now the government can keep two sets of books, one for the public and one for the real agenda. So where did it go? Fitts and other insiders believe the missing trillions went into underground bases and tunnel systems, secret military infrastructure, black operations and surveillance technology, breakthrough energy systems, and possibly space-based platforms used for global control. This isn't fantasy. Whistleblowers, military contractors, and investigative journalists have documented dozens of facilities no one is allowed to see, hidden beneath cities, oceans, and deserts. We're not talking about one-off bunkers. We're talking about an entire civilization built in secret with our money. So what is the breakaway civilization? It's a term used to describe a separate elite system with its own infrastructure, energy, transport, and perhaps even governance. One that is technologically decades ahead of the public. One that doesn't answer to voters, courts, or oversight. One that may already be preparing for a future the rest of us won't survive. They've built what amounts to a private government, complete with off-book resources and secure assets that can't be touched by any democracy. And now they're deploying tools, CBDCs, digital ID, surveillance AI, to ensure you can't leave the system they're building. While the shadow system rises, the public system decays. Infrastructure crumbles, healthcare implodes, education fails, the debt balloons beyond return. That's not incompetence. That's intentional cannibalization. The official government is being hollowed out, while the secret one strengthens. We were told this was about national security. But the real question is, whose security are they protecting? Because it's not yours. We've been tricked into funding the very system designed to enslave us. Every paycheck, every tax, every debt payment, every bailout. It all fuels two realities. One, the collapsing shell of a democratic republic, and two, the silent rise of a technocratic dictatorship, backed by stolen money, hidden tech, and elite consensus. They don't need to control the military. They control the balance sheets. They don't need to rewrite the Constitution. They just route power through unaccountable agencies, NGOs, and sovereign-exempt entities like the BIS. So what's the goal? Fitts suggests this isn't just about power, it's about survival. The elites may believe Earth is approaching a collapse scenario. Climate, extinction events, resource scarcity, civil unrest. And their answer isn't to fix the system, it's to abandon it and rule from above, from underground bases, from orbital satellites, from AI command centers, or even from space itself. This is the moment of decision. You can believe the official story, that everything's fine, that there's nothing to see, that the people who can't account for $21 trillion are just bad at math. Or you can face the truth. We're not just being governed, we're being extracted. Every dollar we earn, every right we lose, and every system we rely on is being re-engineered for someone else's benefit. But here's the good news. The parallel government only works if we keep playing along, if we withdraw our consent, our data, our money, and our obedience. We break the spell. We don't need their bunkers. We don't need their satellites. We need truth, community, and the courage to look evil in the face. Because freedom doesn't come from governments. It comes from refusing to be owned. However, this would require a forfeit of comfort and convenience, and well, most people have already submitted to the system without realizing it. But let me know what your thoughts are. Do you think that the government is trying to control you?
No one's listening. Like and subscribe.